Hi everybody, my name is Aidan and I'm a senior at Redondo Union High School. I've been in the band program for the past 4 years since my freshman year, and I play the baritone sax. Today's video is going to be talking about some jazz basics, and we're going to learn how to construct a blues scale. This is really important and will be a really great way to learn your blues scales before you get into the jazz bands here at Redondo. So with that being said, let's get into the video. So here's how we're going to go about constructing a blues scale. So we're going to start by picking a key. For this example, why don't we use F major? That's a pretty familiar key. However, you can do this with any other key you'd like. So you could do D flat major or E major or even F sharp major. There's no limit to this, right? Now, why don't we take a look at the major scale for that key? So here's our F major scale. Now, why don't we assign a number to each note in the scale? So we get this scale. Still F major, but now there's just numbers, and we're looking at it as if they were numbers. So we have F is 1, G is 2, A is 3, B flat is 4, C is 5, D is 6, E is 7, and F could be 1 or 8, whichever you prefer. So now, let's take a look at the blues scale formula. So, we're starting off with the first scale degree, or the root, then the flat third, the fourth, the sharp fourth, or the flat fifth. I like to say the flat fifth, but it's honestly up to personal choice. Then the natural fifth, the flat seventh, and the octave, or the eighth. Let's begin the conversion process. So, we start out with 1. And the first note of the F major scale is F. Now, we go ahead and skip the second scale degree, like it says to in the formula, and go right to the third. So now, the third of the F major scale is A, but we don't stop there. We have to flat the third, or lower it by a half step. So then, we get A flat. So once again, you go to the third scale degree, and then lower it by a half step. So you get A to A flat. Now, let's look at the fourth scale degree. So the fourth note in the F major scale is B flat. So we don't have to change it or anything. It just stays as B flat. So here's what we have so far. We have F, A flat, and B flat. Let's hear what it sounds like. Okay, hopefully that example was really helpful for you. I always find it really helpful when I can hear an example of something played in music theory or jazz theory classes, right? So with that all being said, let's go ahead and continue on with the conversions. If you need to, feel free to pause at any time or go back. That's totally natural when learning these subjects. It's very difficult at times. So now let's look at the sharp fourth and the flat 5. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky because you can go about this in multiple ways. So it could either be B or C flat. It's the same note either way. So you can either go to B flat and raise it by a half step to get B natural, or you can go to C and flat it to get C flat. Either way, it's the same note. Now, let's look at the fifth scale degree. So the fifth scale degree of F major is C. So it's just the same with the blues scale. It's also C. Nice and easy. Now, let's go ahead and look at this flat 7th scale degree. So we go to the 7th scale degree of F major and flat it to get E flat. So you go to E, lower it by a half step, and boom, it's E to E flat. So then you go to the 8th scale degree and you get F. It's just the same as the root, right? To top off the scale, as I say. Now, let's hear what that sounds like in context. All right, hopefully that clip was really helpful for you. Now, here's the full F blues scale notated. F, A flat, B, C, E flat, and F. Now, let's go ahead and do some ear training. So after this clip, there are going to be 3 blues licks played, and I want you guys to try and transcribe them using your ear. Don't look at my hands or try and transcribe them with like a tuner or something. Try and use your ears to do it. Your ears are the most important part of your musicianship. Now, with that being said, let's hear the clips. Here's lick number 1. Here's lick number 2. Here's lick number 3. Alright, that wraps up the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and comment below what you want to see next. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video.